Welcome back to the T-Wise Podcast, episode 12. Can't believe we are 12 weeks deep into this. Y'all been holding it down for us. We've been getting a lot of subscribers, getting a lot of traction on the YouTube algorithm, and we really do appreciate y'all for that. But before we get deep started, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, share, and comment button. Well, you comment down below, but you get Jeff and going with it. We have a special guest today, the internet sensation. The man is everywhere on the gram, on the website, on the internet, everywhere you go. We have Mr. GB3 in the building.
GB3, GB3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself and just, I guess, tell a little about himself before we really get started.
Yeah, so thank you for bringing me on, fellas. So yeah, my name is Garrett Brown, aka GB3. So you can follow me on im.gb_ and also follow my radio show at the GB3 Show on Instagram and Twitter. So it's all NBA content, and you can also download the PSF app. I am also a media caster for the Hawks on there with me, my radio host, Rodney Knight. So you can follow us on there on A Town Hoops. Again, just download the app and just go to the Hawks fans channel. So we do, a lot of Hawks, content, things of that nature. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me.
He's not one of these casual Hawks fans. As you can see, he got the sweater on, he got the necklace on.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
If you want the real, y'all go check the boys out.
You gaming geeks out there, we ain't did gaming in a while, so we're going to go ahead and get it started a little bit early for y'all today before we get back into it. So we're going to be reacting to the top 10 games of November. It's a 14-minute video. Gaming channel I love to watch all the time. Link will be in the description below for them because it is their video. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and share the video for y'all. Obviously, I got to put up. Could we be struggling doing this over here for some reason? Can y'all see it?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Well, I can.
I'm going to go ahead. And we're just going to get started. Again, this is the top 10 games for November, 14-minute video. Probably going to skim through just a few of them if they really make a difference or not. But let's go ahead and get from there. Hey, y'all let me know if
November's coming up fast, and
Turn down slightly.
A whole slew of new games. And this year's been good. Frankly, October, November, December, that's the primetime stretch for the gaming public. So I'm excited for what's coming. Hi, folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, the top 10 new games of November 2023. Without wasting any time, starting off at number 10, it is The Invincible. So not a lot of games are adaptations of novels, and I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about the 1964 novel The Invincible. I know it's Polish. I know Starward Industries, the developer, is also Polish. I know The Witcher is another example of a Polish developer.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here. I'm not gonna lie, I already seen this video because I watch their channel all the time. I'm subscribed. So it's kind of more so for y'all reaction. This is kind of like a second reaction for me. And so far, this game I kind of like because I like space games. Starfield was a complete disappointment. Not playing it today.
It's still early. Come on, man.
We're 2 months in. 2 months in, and it's still buggy. I can't do it, man. So I'm looking for new games. Obviously, I'm still gonna go back.
We're adapting a Polish novel with good results, but this is nothing like The Witcher. With a vast swath of influences listed from Alien Isolation to Firewatch, a kind of retro-futuristic Fallout look. I mean, on idea alone and what this game looks like, it is intriguing to say the very least. Very orange color palette. You're not on Mars, you're on a planet called Regis 3, and you're searching for missing crew members and dealing with, with Alien Isolation listed as an inspiration.
Nice.
Some kind of AI monster hunting you, right? And there's a lot going on here, and the narrative looks interesting. They have a whole book to actually pull from, so if it all comes together, this is gonna be fantastic. I'm pretty excited for it. The Invincible is landing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC November 6th.
We get a game.
Come back and watch college football.
We back with the advertisement. So I mean, how y'all feel about the first one? I like space games, so it'll probably be something I end up playing anyway if it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, it looks solid. November 6th. That's what 3 days from now. So
yeah,
it looks solid. Nice. I never heard of the book or anything related to that. So this is a fresh reaction for me, but looks cool so far. We'll have to do a little bit more.
Mine is The Day Before. Yes, The Day Before is allegedly coming out. This is one of those. Is it really coming out? Release dates? There has been some information in recent days about this open world MMO survival game where there is some alleged movement in terms of they won a lawsuit that allows them to keep their name. There's a rumor that it's going to get delayed till December. But as of now, this game's coming out November 10th. And it's a game that, when it was announced, was pretty friggin' impressive. I'm not going to lie. I'm a lot less impressed with it now that I've seen Alan Wake 2. And also, it's not like they've put out footage of this game that really feels groundbreaking in any way. Graphically, yes, it's pretty, but it's also kind of empty, at least what we've seen so far. And they've been somewhat secretive throughout the development process, understandably so, I guess. It seems like they may not have been sure that they were ever going to have the name The Day.
I mean, this game is already like, what's the plot? Like, I'm just confused. This is what you're doing the whole time?
That's what I was thinking when I first saw it. I think it's a zombie game. And, I'm not really a big fan of zombie games, so it's probably not something I'm in a plan anyway. It's like what's that game, World War Z we used to play all the time, that Tim still plays every now and then?
It's multiplayer and all that, right? Yeah.
I think so, but it just, I don't know. I'm not big in the zombie games, so I probably won't touch it. I'm going to be honest with you. But quick side note, that do look like the map from Modern Warfare 3, OG Modern Warfare 3. That mall map, I forgot the name of it, but that's exactly that.
Copyright.
Exactly.
Day before, and when they finally won their lawsuit, it triggered some activity. So that basically continues the Yakuza series, which has been continued as a JRPG, but also injects another variable. So as we know, Judgment and Lost Judgment.
If you go back, it said it continued the series.
I damn sure I'm paying attention. I swear she just mentioned this game to me though, so. And when she likes story playing, if she mentioned a story playing game, that means it's got to be good. So I'll try it out.
Take place in the same world, timeline, and place as most of the Yakuza games. I mean, world and timeline, all of the Yakuza games. And Like a Dragon, Gaiden is kind of a branch sequel of Yakuza 6, where Kiryu has faked his death and is working as an agent for the Daidoji faction. And in all honesty, this looks a lot like Judgment. Maybe not fully like it. Like, imagine Judgment, except you're a secret agent, kind of, but also still kind of a gang guy. You're definitely not on the side of the law in this one, but still. Considering the man who erased his name, Judgment, and now the Like a Dragon, and following that, Infinite Wealth games are all kind of just continuing the story of Yakuza 6 in their own way. I'm kind of excited how all of these are eventually going to converge, because I feel like that has to happen eventually. I don't know. These are all really good games. And of course, I'm looking forward to more Kiryu. Duh. I love Yakuza, or Like a Dragon as it's now called. And I like that they've branched it out to have different gameplay styles and playing for different sides of the law / factions, etc. Basically, there's nothing I can possibly complain about here. I love this world. It's coming to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC November 9th worldwide. And number 7 is Star Ocean: The Second Story R, a full remake of Star Ocean: The Second Story, a PlayStation 1 game. Now, I think this is interesting.
Bro, them animations on the game we just watched, I think it was called Like a Dragon, right? Yeah. Bro, that looked good. That looked promising. I don't know.
It looked like the Yakuza, how he just said. This pretty much, I think he said the same story.
Something along. He said like a sequel or something. It continues on from Yakuza 6. He said, I
was about to say, I would assume if it's pretty much them, then it's gonna be. So it should be a solid game.
Yeah. And what's this game right here?
This is called Star Ocean: The Second Story. But I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I personally probably wouldn't play something like this. That's why I kind of just skipped through.
What is this? This is like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Is this like the mobile games where it's like the fighting stuff? Because this is what they kind of give me.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I got you. Cheap, not cheap, because mobile games are kind of expensive, but something I guess for like kids, but adults will probably play it too. If it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get into the good stuff.
And number 6 is the Talos Principle 2, the follow-up to the first-person puzzle game that frankly came out quite a while ago, almost a decade, 9 years ago in 2014. I guess the best way to describe Talos Principle is a philosophy puzzler. A lot of the stuff that you know from Portal exists in the Talos Principle, but in terms of its scope of narrative, it's a lot heavier than Portal. And this looks like a big jump up from the original Talos Principle. First off, it's a lot prettier for reasons that are probably obvious. It's been a decade. But even for people who don't love the narrative, Talos Principle was a good puzzle game. And to be frank, I'm looking forward to more of that. Now, I'm not saying that the story is bad or anything. I actually like the story quite a bit. But even just as a puzzle game, Talos Principle was top notch. Talos Principle 2 is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on November 2nd.
I
mean, it kind of looks like it's. I mean, I've seen the guns, the animation, the gameplay kind of looked like what he said puzzle, but it kind of like has combat a little. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's something I'm gonna have to look up on my own time because I was a little confused on that one. But we can always go back and talk about it in a minute.
And number 5 is Persona 5 Tactica, a game that, just to be frank, is a little confusing in terms of what it wants to be. So let me lay it out. It's not Fire Emblem. I know that's probably what people immediately think when they think JRPG goes tactical. It's actually a lot closer to XCOM, and for my money, that's a good idea. It is significantly more cartoony than even Persona 5. I've seen even a lot of Mario and Rabbids comparisons, which, I mean, Mario Rabbids, awesome. Great sort of XCOM type tactical game. Lots of its own ideas as well. Also very different aesthetic, obviously. Persona 5 is a world that just like the more narrative you can get out of it, the better. It's really, really a dense, enjoyable world. And I'm excited to jump back into it. And while I, of course, love Persona 5's battle system, I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing it as an XCOM type game. Persona 5 Tactica is coming to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Nintendo Switch, and PC November 17th.
I mean,
nah.
It kind of gives like
Creep vibes.
Like the combat and the animation style, the cartoon style, kind of like multi versus.
Let me make this video look
is that the game I'm talking? You know what game I'm talking about, right? Isn't it called Multiverses?
Talking about the Dragon Ball?
No. The one where you can be like, hold on, where you can. It's like fighting. It's the fighting game. Multiverses. Yeah, Multiverses.
Oh, you talking about the one we had Shaggy down?
Yeah.
I mean, no,
that's what it kind of looks like as far as like the style. I mean, I know there was other things that they were doing on there. I'm not saying completely like that, but that's what it kind of looked like. It reminded me of, Multiverse versus. Go ahead though.
Let me just make this video a little bit more interesting. All the weirdos who play stuff like this, no disrespect to y'all. Y'all got it. Stay in your lane. I'll stay in my lane. This here. Who makes this up? Who comes up with this stuff? What sector of gaming is this for? Again, no disrespect. I'm a gamer, been a gamer my whole life. I'm a hardcore gamer, but this ain't it.
I mean, there's obviously has to be an audience for it to be made. I can't even tell you the category that this even falls in. But I mean, it has to be an audience. It has to be a demographic of people that play it. So it's got to hit, right? I mean, we talking about top 10 new games of November 2023. It's got to hit. It's got to be on something. We just don't know it.
The fact that it's on Switch and Xbox kind of blows me because the Switch ain't as strong as the Xbox and PlayStation nor PC. So,
but this looks like a game that would thrive, not graphically, but would thrive on a Nintendo Switch on a handheld. To me personally, that's what it looks like to me.
I get that. I ain't gonna lie. I get that.
I think it would strive, especially for Switch players. I think it would strive.
Let's go ahead and zim through the rest of this.
And number 4 is RoboCop Rogue City, a game that I think people have been kind of confused about because, first of all, like first-person shooters are often about challenge, and RoboCop is kind of, an unstoppable badass in every possible way. He's also kind of a lumbering giant, but if you've played the demo for this game, it is actually extremely fun. For whatever reason, they really leaned into everything that makes RoboCop, and it works. It's a very different first-person shooter, honestly. You are slow, you're lumbering, You're a tank. You can absorb bullets, tons of damage before it actually has any real effect on you. Your weapons are crazy overpowered, and, well, it's fun as hell. It's also gorgeous. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game, and it shows. Honestly, there's not really, I think, a lot that I can do to describe it. If you've played the demo, you know what this game is about. It's a very different first-person shooter that sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. If the whole game is as good as that demo, I'm so in on RoboCop Rogue City. It's landing on next-gen consoles, so PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and also on PC November 2nd.
Okay, so
there must be a demo somewhere there we could probably play. Hopefully we can. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find it because I like that. I'm not even gonna lie, I like that. That's probably the best game on here. He said it's more so not even just a hero game. You kind of just unstoppable, obviously, as he stated. And he said Unreal Engine 5. That's my favorite part. That was my favorite part when he said that.
I already knew that was coming.
I had. Did you? And I'm not really big on like graphics. Y'all know I don't give a damn about graphics. I care about gameplay, but the gameplay looks smooth, so that's like something I'll hop onto. When he said it come out,
November 2nd, I think.
Oh, so it's already out. Cool. If it's on Game Pass, I get it. But if not, I'm not buying it. Done by video games. Made a whole rant about that, and I might make another one when the next game come up.
And number 3 is Football Manager 2024. Everything about football, but playing football itself. And by football, I mean soccer for all of the Americans watching. Sega is bringing us a game that is selling itself on quality of life upgrades. And obviously roster changes. That's, of course, a big deal. I mean, if you're unfamiliar, there's a lot going on in a Football Manager game. You're talking about everything from team strategy on the field to finances. Football Manager is a management sim, and it is a deep, granular one at that. Football Manager is landing on pretty much everything from Switch to the PlayStations to the Xboxes to PC November 6th. And number 2 is Call of Duty Modern.
Oh, jeez. So this is my thing. That doesn't even. But you can't play. Like, I think it's weird to compare it to FIFA because you can't control anything, right? I think you can only just control behind the scenes. Like, you can't control the players while it's going. So it's like, I just think now that's a weird game. Maybe it's just because it's football, maybe, but I don't see myself doing that with basketball, at least for a long time. I don't see myself doing that, or American football at that. So.
See, and that's the funny thing. I actually have a game that's like from 2008, NFL head coach 08, when they still make games like that. And I kind of enjoyed it because I like being in a coaching role. I don't do anything. I call the plays. I cut players. I'm essentially the GM / coach / owner, but you can still get fired from your spot. And I enjoyed it to the point because I'm a guy when I play sports games, which is not really anymore because they're trash. When I played sports games, I was more so like a rebuild type of guy. I like to start from the bottom, build my team up, and then go from there.
I get that. Okay.
And it's fun when you finally achieve it and get to that next step and where you're trying to get. So this game might be for people like me. Like I might enjoy the game, not that one specific because it's soccer. And to be honest, I don't watch soccer. I don't. So I probably wouldn't personally enjoy that. But if there's people out there that like to rebuild teams or start from the top and fall or just any type of management, any type of way, this might be the game for you.
Yeah. That looks like one of the most solid games on here on this video compared to the other things we've seen. I think that would be a game that could be for enjoyment. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's go ahead and get this out the way.
Modern Warfare 3, the third in the reboot series for Modern Warfare. Continuing the story, obviously. Nobody is going to think that that's not happening. But also, Call of Duty isn't specifically about the story. Obviously, we enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns here, but there's a lot more. In terms of multiplayer, all 16 maps from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009 will be available. Zombies is back. This one is open world, apparently. I don't know if that is going to amount to any really significant differences in what is a Horde Zombies mode. Call of Duty Zombies is always fun. They are changing it up a little. Apparently, it's more structured like DMZ mode in Warzone rather than the round-based zombies that we've seen in previous games. I'm not 100% on whether I consider that a welcome change or not. DMZ is fun, though. I don't know. It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's huge. It's a big thing. It's a gaming staple. And as much as these games feel stereotypical sometimes, and obviously we've seen a million of them at this point, they're usually good. So, yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is coming to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC on November 10th.
And he must be a genuine fan of COD as a whole, because even though he still said it seems stereotypical that they do it from years and years and years, he said they're usually good. And I feel like a lot of people feel like that in that culture. I really do. I don't personally feel like that, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
No. Here's my rant for the day. I'm trying to keep from cursing because we got to keep it PG. Flip you, Call of Duty, because I can't say F you. You're garbage, same recycled map, same recycled garbage ass gameplay, shit ass animation, stupid ass DMZ, garbage ass Warzone, garbage ass gunplay, locked behind a paywall, gotta make it pay Microsoft. I'm Microsoft with microtransactions. Must I continue? You're garbage.
I mean, but we played the demo. It was not garbage.
The gameplay was still choppy. It was not good. It was tolerable for what it was. It's literally Modern Warfare 2 I'm sorry, that's disrespectful to the OG. It's Call of Duty 2022. I'm not even gonna call it Modern Warfare 2 because that's disrespectful to the OG. Modern Warfare 2022. That's what you're gonna be called. And this is Modern Warfare 2023.
I got you.
Garbage. 2019, garbage. Cold War, garbage. Vanguard, garbage. How many is that in a row? That's 6, right? That's 5, 6, right? No, matter of fact, Black Ops 4, garbage. So that's 6 straight garbage Call of Duty. The last one we had was 3. If you want to say that's garbage. That's 8, 7, 8. We ain't had a good Call of Duty since Black Ops 2.
So you didn't like last year's either?
No, Call of Duty has been dog water garbage since Black Ops 2.
See, I think one thing that I harp on is the zombie mode. Him comparing it to DMZ, that I do not like. I love more round zombie than that mode because it's like Warzone. So that part I'm already not liking. But I'm not gonna say I enjoyed the beta, but I didn't think that it was terrible for a beta. Now, of course, the game come out November 10th. Am I gonna get it? I don't know. I know you're not gonna get it. But I enjoy playing COD with y'all. I don't play it just to be like, oh, I really, really love this game. No, it has its faults. It has its cons. But when we play, it's fun. And that's how I take it. And I think with you, of course, you love gaming as much as we all do. You're in the nostalgia field, which I get that because you want that game, especially if you're going to name it Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and so on. After the OG ones, which have, like you said, have never compared to what they were. These have never compared to what those were. But you got to take it with a grain of salt, bro. You got to try to have a good time. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not going to tolerate the disrespect that they continue to do to the OGs. You got the balls to name this Modern Warfare 3. Then you're going to take it from the 16 maps. We've discussed this 1,000 times and how disgusted I am and how lazy they are with them.
They could have been more original. They could have been. We know that.
They can't come up with new maps. It's 2023 and you're using maps from 2009.
Right.
Come on, like
it could have been more. It could have been more authentic. Yeah.
They're trying to catch people with that nostalgia BS. They're not gonna get me. And listen to me. And this is a PSA. Please, people who watch this video, do not give Activision your money. Save your dollar. Don't spend your money. Keep your money. Keep your $100. Please, first of all, don't spend $100 on a video game. What do you think? What are you thinking about? Don't do that to yourself. But Lord, please do not.
You should have said that last week or a couple weeks ago during the pre-order.
I'm saying it again. Please save your money. Do not give Activision your money. They don't care about you. They're lazy, repetitive, recycled garbage. And Warzone is I don't want to say cancer because that's bad, but I'm gonna say cancer of Call of Duty because it's a joke. I'm gonna finish this video because I can go on a whole rant. We got plenty of Call of Duty videos on the channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put them in the link in the description below. You go watch them and watch me yell at those videos. We're gonna finish this up strong, and hopefully number 1 is good. I forgot what number 1 is, but
all right, let's do it.
Flip you, Activision. I can't say what I want to say, so I'm gonna say that.
And finally, at number 1, it's Super Mario RPG, a full remake of truly a very well-beloved Super
What the hell
Nintendo
is this?
RPG that,
it's like,
I'm excited for. This was an RPG that came out in my opinion, the heyday of RPGs, and it was among the best. Honestly, Nintendo was really smart. They were just like, you know what? Who makes the best RPGs? It's Square. Let's have them make the Mario one. And they did, and it was great. Square didn't slouch on the Mario part of Mario RPG either. A large part of Mario RPG is basically top-down platforming, and it's all fun. I'm really excited to see how this game looks and plays with modern sensibilities. Obviously, they're keeping it very, very similar to the original release in terms of mechanics. It's still isometric, and I think that's the right way to go. That said, everything looks much more full of life and enjoyable than ever before, and it was a pretty game on the Super Nintendo, to be frank. This is, of course, a Switch exclusive, so everybody with a Switch who wants to play Super Mario RPG is going to be doing it on November 17th. Couple of bonus games.
Not going to do the bonus games.
It's like the minute I saw the gameplay is immediately when I thought about League of Legends, because I watch a lot of YouTube, so I see all the ads for it. And that's what it reminds me of, like those type of games. I don't know what they categorize them as, but that's what it reminds me of. But personally, me, that doesn't interest me. It may interest other streamers and people who have a following, especially younger people, their fan base. But me, man, keep the Super Mario with the classics. That type of stuff I'm not really with. I don't really care too much about it.
Rant number 2. Nintendo, stop with the fucking Mario games. Stop. It's time. Unless you're gonna make something like Mario Odyssey, that was dope. The one he threw the cap around, that was dope. Stop with the nostalgia baiting. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of these companies. First of all, fuck Nintendo in general. They dickheads over there. I don't like Nintendo. I love the Switch, the Wii. Okay, I don't love the Switch. I like the Switch, the Wii. I love the Wii. That's a special place in my heart.
That's a classic.
GameCube. I think they made that too.
GameCube. Yeah.
It's all classes in my heart. But stop nostalgia baiting. Come up with something new.
That's what I think it is. I think that, but I don't know. I don't even have nothing to say to it. I just really think that's what it is for.
They're not gonna get the Call of Duty rant, but it's I don't know. Gaming is, I love gaming, but it just slowly feel like it's slowly falling apart because companies are so greedy and lazy.
I mean, I'm sure we could go on and on and on about this, but it's felt like that for me the last few years. I mean, there's always been certain high points that I was interested in, and then once those high points ended, it was like we back down. It's felt like that for me for a long time. I know we talked about most recently the Tycoon Roller Coaster Deluxe. That I think they come out to sometime early November, so it might have already have came out. I don't remember. Like, that's my high point right now. Starfield was my high point, and then we already went through that. We talked about that. We have a whole video about that. And so gaming has always felt like that to me, which is why I enjoy the games that you can play with your friends. Like, I enjoy the games that even though we may not love them, I enjoy playing it with y'all because it gives me a sense of like living instead of, I'm not on here just trying to find a whole bunch of games, because it's been like that for me. And maybe you'll just never be the same. Maybe we have to just wake up.
I'm gonna end it here with the gaming. Like I said, I love gaming. I pretty much agree with everything you just said. It's kind of my fault because I've been so deep in, and my love for gaming is hard to where it's kind of like a bad relationship where you just can't break off. But you got common sense to know when to not spend money. Like, not to spend money on 2K. So proud of us.
We grew up on it as kids. Like, we grew up seeing this stuff. So at some point, it's never gonna be what it was because of where we were in life at that point. Now we old. Been dead. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be something fully, like, it's full evolution circle for something to happen to where, and I think they try that with nostalgia. They pull that card a lot. I mean, everybody pulls that card. Not even gaming, film, entertainment. Everyone pulls that card by remaking stuff that we feel like should have been left alone. They do it because they know people will love it. But there's also some people that's not gonna love it. But it's more of the people that love it than we do. So that's what it is.
I don't want to hop around too long. Let's move on to the next part of the video.
Mm-hmm.
So with our next segment, we got the Hawks fan in the building, as you can see, all dripped out with the Hawks gear, glasses. Might as well be the glasses. Might as well get some veneers, the chain and the shirt. But we got a little segment called Hot I go struggling talk again. Hawk talk. We're gonna let him talk about it, saying how you feel about it, because I hate it. I hate the Hawks with all my heart.
Hate's a strong word. How about dislike?
I live in Atlanta and I don't
goodness.
like the Hawks at all. Trae Young's cool, but he messed up my fantasy, so it might have.
But I think it goes for that because we're all we all live in the Atlanta area, and you always have the people that really, really, really love the Hawks, and then you have the people that hate them. I do not think there's a middle. In Atlanta, I don't think there's a middle. There's either the highest or the lowest.
Yeah, so I mean, we got the Hawks, man. You can see. So, how you feeling about the squad right now? How y'all looking? How y'all feel? And also about the in-season tournament court. Do you like that? I know we're gonna get to that a little deeper in, but how you feel about that too?
Yeah, I think the team is off a good start. I think we should be 4-1. We could be 5-0 because the first two games we lost, they were winnable games. But I think at the very least, I think against Charlotte, I think we got that let that one get away. So I think we should be 4-1. But I mean, we're on a 3-game winning streak, so I didn't expect us to come out of the gate figuring everything out because we have a new coach, so everything is a learning curve for everybody because we're learning a new system and a new culture. So it's just like hitting the reset button. So everybody's still getting used to know each other, even though we brought everyone back from last year. So, but I think they're starting to pick it up a little bit now. We're on a 3-game winning streak. We play against New Orleans tomorrow. So I think that's going to be a big game, to be honest with you. But overall, I think we're at where we're supposed to be. So I think as the season continues on, then that's when everything will start to get better. So we're a top 3 seed team, but it's still early. We're only 5-6 games in. So, but anything can change between now and then. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how they look. So I was at the Washington game the other day, and they looked pretty good. Even though we were up, I think 20 plus points, but we let them come back to the game and won by 9. So again, there's still some things they need to learn and execute better, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied.
Do you think Trey and Murray need a little bit more time to figure out how they can mesh on the court, or do you think they have it figured out?
I think they figured it out for the most part. I know they didn't get everything figured out last year because a lot of people thought that, okay, since we got DJ, that Trey was going to play more off ball, and we didn't see that at all. It was more of, okay, you do this, like, okay, I'll score, and then next possession you score, so like back and forth. So they turned out pretty well in their first year together, but again, it wasn't where Trey was playing more off ball while DJ was being a primary ball handler, but we're starting to see that now. And I think you can say that was because of the kind of coach that we had at Nate McMillan, because his style of play didn't really fit to that kind of play that people thought. So you're seeing that now, even in the preseason where Trey's playing more off ball. He's still going to have the ball in his hands, but he's going to have more opportunities where he's going to score off ball. So that's what I've been seeing so far. That's what I hoped, but we're starting to see that now. I think last game in Washington, or I would say against the Timberwolves, I think you saw where they were riding with DJ. He had the hot hand pretty much the entire game, and then you saw Trey getting more opportunities as well. So that's the kind of play that I want for them to have, just to have that consistency. So it doesn't matter who has the ball in their hands. It's all about, who's executing the play. So, but I think they did practice with each other over the summer, so I think that helped a lot. But so I think they're still continuing to grow, but I think this year, I think this is where we're going to see the best of both of those guys because, again, guys are getting more opportunities how to play with each other on off the ball. So, but I think they're pretty much got it figured out. So I think if they give themselves a little bit more time this year, I think then we'll see how they look at the full potential. So I think they're on the right track.
Okay.
See, I'm glad you mentioned the Trae Young playing off ball because, again, I'm not a Hawks fan. Everybody know that, but I am a realist, and I said I think the year Miami beat y'all, what was that, 2 years ago when they beat y'all in the first round of playoffs, and Trey was just consistently getting double teamed after double team after double team. He didn't have an extra guard help, and that was my biggest thing. Trey needs to learn how to play off guard. They got to get him up to guard so he don't have to do all the dribbling and primary ball handling and everything. And clearly it's working out. I've always been a fan of Murray. Me and Missus have always been huge fans of Murray, especially defensive end. He's come to Atlanta, and I knew he was solid on the offensive end, but I didn't know he was this damn good on the offensive end. Then he dropped like 47 the other night.
It was
he dropped 41. Yeah, 41 against the Timberwolves. So
like
that was his career high. Actually, that was the last because he dropped 41 last season against the Blazers at home. So yeah, and that's what I was trying to in that game. I mean, he had the hot hand the entire time, and even Trey said, "Hey, I mean, I'm not going to come back in the game. Let him take over." And but you did see late in the game where Trey got the ball in his hands a little bit. I think he came out with a floater beginning of the fourth quarter.
I think so, like around the free throw line.
Yeah, and he shot a big three at the end. So yeah, it's all about sharing the ball for one another. And like you say, Terrence, yeah, they definitely needed another scorer that could take pressure off Trey because, like you say, during that series against Miami, I mean, he was turning the ball over left and right, and really they were blitzing and double teaming him, and so that was definitely a big need. So you're starting to see that now that it's starting to help. So, but it's definitely paying off. So it's just more.
Bro, Murray is nice, and I've seen it already, especially on the defensive end. And then I say he just needs to be in the right system. That's all he needs, and I think the system fits. I thought it was a little weird at first, just because of them both being, I would say, ball dominant. He was ball dominant at the Spurs. So I thought that would disagree a little bit, but honestly, now that I'm seeing it, I think it's good. I don't know what y'all need. I don't think it's enough for coming out of the East fully, but
I agree.
But we have to see. I just don't think. But the question I have is, do you guys miss John Collins?
No. I mean, maybe to a certain degree. I mean, he was always been a good player, but in today's league, shooting is a premium. I mean, it's a must-have. And if four of your guys can't really shoot, then that's going to cause a lot of problems. Because last season, you saw games where he was literally wide open, where nobody was guarding him, and he still missed. Yeah. And so when we got Sadiq Bey from the Pistons last year, I said to a lot of people, like, hey, when he's in the starting lineup, our offense is a lot better. We're able to play at a faster pace. We're able to move the ball, and we're a better shooting team. And so with John, and I'm not sure that's because he just lost his touch. I know he had an injury with this index finger, which caused it to bruise, but I'm not sure what it was. But I mean, he's doing a lot better in Utah. I mean, I think he put up 20 and 10 against the Magic.
A lot better, like that, maybe because he's getting more minutes.
So, getting more minutes, I guess, putting up better numbers. Maybe not better, but I'll also be saying, yes, I knew John was not going to be here after this season because, again, how we want to play is we want to get shoot a lot more threes, and we should have shot a lot more threes last year. And again, that was just the system that we were running, and that wasn't helping our guys at all. So you're seeing that now that the more threes you take, the better that you are. And just, the fact that John, I mean, I think he was one of our better defenders, at least as a help defender, but I think we may miss him with his size on the defensive end, but other guys are still stepping up. But offensively, I think we're doing a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, offensively, I never really counted on him to bring you guys that much. I've seen spurts of here and there giving you what you need, but he was there for size, and that's fine. That's fine. The question I have, who do you think is the better facilitator? Trey or Murray? And this is pick and roll, give and go. Like, who do you think is just a better all around facilitator?
It's definitely Trey. I mean, I think DJ is just as good of a passer and a facilitator as Trey, but if I had to choose a better one, it's definitely Trey because he's one of those guys that makes those plays that you just don't really see. I think against the Pelicans in the preseason where he dished the ball to Jalen and did a spinning around move. I mean, even for me, I'm just like, where the hell did the ball go? I'm just like, I even had like to replay it. So, but I mean, it's all about his vision and there's not a lot of guys that can facilitate as Trey. Maybe in terms of seeing things that other guys are not seeing, I was to say in that way where he always makes those tough passes where he just makes it look easy. I think he did a wraparound pass against Washington and kicked out the DJ for open three, and nobody didn't see that coming. So, but yeah, I think he's an elite passer for sure. So, but again, I think it's just one of those things where he can make passes that not every point guard can make. So
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
agree
what
with
makes
that
him
fully.
the best.
I mean, I remember last year we went to the game and we just sitting there. I think we in section 100, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't it like that? And it's like I forgot who they played. They had no answer for Trey off the pick and roll. They had no answer, and he had like 30 something by half, or it was something around that. And it's just like to see it live, it was miraculous. Just to see how great of a shooter he is. He may have some off nights. He can shoot the pill. He can.
So I mean, like if he's not getting it going offensively from a scoring standpoint, I mean, you can always rely on him to get guys involved, and that's his best attribute as a player. So that comes to show that how great facilitator he is. So yeah.
Oh,
my
Gary,
bad. I came late.
Oh no, you good, Gary. I forgot to tell you. Turn your phone real quick. Turn it like horizontal. Yeah.
Horizontal.
So it can fill the whole screen. There you go. And Terrence, what was you finna say?
No, I just got one more question before we go to the next part.
That's fine.
I know Trey your guy and all that, and that's cool. Trey's a great, I'm gonna say basketball player. And honestly, if you had to rank him out of just any spot in the top, because he's obviously a top 30 player, what would you rank him like out of all the players in the NBA? Because I got him in the 15 through 20 area. That's what I personally have him. I have him 15.
I have him top 20 for sure. Right now.
Yeah, I definitely put him in top 15. As far as where I would rank him, I'd probably say, maybe 13, 14, 15. I mean, because you have guys like SGA, Devin Booker, John Morant, Zion Williamson. So I haven't really thought about where he would be in that section or in that standing, but I probably say he's a top 15 just in general. But as far as in order, I haven't really thought about that. Top 10 I already have, but I mean it's interchangeable from 11 to 15 because
that's exactly how I feel.
Other guys.
It's really interchangeable from 11 to 20 depending how a guy is playing. To me, personally, the 10 always most of the time stays solid, but
Name some people y'all got. Oh my bad. I was gonna say name some people y'all got in that 11 through 20.
SGA, AE. I don't see what's the
AE. I have Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mitchell.
Yeah. I got Mitchell.
I just had this shit in my head. That's why I asked it, because I had SGA, AE, Mitchell. I had somebody, Jimmy Butler.
Ja Morant, Jimmy Butler, Zion.
See, I think Trey better than Ja, so I can't put Ja ahead of Trey. It's just
maybe not
head of Trey. I'm just saying from 11 to 20. I'm just throwing.
I think Trey is better. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I think Trey is better than Ja.
Trey is only offensively better.
Ja's not good on the defensive end either, though.
But hold on, he's a better defensive player than Trey.
If we doing it he's probably like this much better because he's not good on the defensive end.
Ja's rookie year, he averaged 1.5. Oh, I'm not saying he's he's not a lockdown defender. I'm just saying his defense is what puts him over Trae Young.
But this is how I feel when you're talking about a guy's
he may
defense,
be a little bit more athletic.
Yeah, but when you're talking about a guy's defense and it's just this small margin of difference, how much does that really rank towards actually being a better person overall?
I was about to say
it really doesn't.
Okay, hold on. Let me put it to you like this. This is why I say that, because Trae Young will give you 30 without a doubt, but he will also give up 30 and 10. He will also give that up.
Trae will give up 30.
Who is he shutting down? Name any of the point guards y'all got on that top 11 through 20 that he is shutting down,
and
or at least not giving him 30.
And to the same argument, to play devil's advocate, I think Ja will let somebody get 25 on him too.
Yeah, because there are a lot of point guards in the league where they don't play elite defense like Marcus Smart or Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
but you have a lot of point guards where, like you say, they can put up 30 and 10 and give up 30 because in your starting five, the bulk of your defense is coming from your wings and your big men, so 2 through 5. So that's the point guard position. That's the only position you're less worried about.
But hold on, I feel like Trae would give it up more consistently than Ja. That's what I'm saying. Ja plays more consistent defense.
See, but Ja's probably just better in the passing line.
I mean, there's
I just think I think he's saying. I think you're saying that because of his athleticism.
He uses it, but he uses it. He's a
what?
He's a representative.
Hold on. No, hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying
6'2" is insane.
I'm not saying he's a wrong words. He's able to protect the rim.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All them blocks he got.
Chase down blocks.
Yeah,
half of those aren't chase downs.
Come on, bro, Tim.
A chase down, you are literally chasing him down.
He doesn't protect the rim like a big man, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he still protects it in a sense, not completely.
Yeah, but
it might be
he's
off
not
like somebody.
It's off the help.
It's got to be help side. You're on the perimeter. You can't control what's going on down there.
I was about to say anyway. He got JJ down there anyway. So is he really helping? Because Jaren Jackson doing most of the work.
He got Jared Jackson down there, reigning defensive player, right?
And Steven Adams.
Yeah,
they really.
They did that. They did that so Ja don't have to play.
I mean, but this is what I think we're all saying to a certain consensus. We're not necessarily disagreeing with you on who's playing the more defense, but I feel like it's a small margin of error where
it doesn't make that much of a difference.
It don't make much of a difference, truly. Like I think anybody's gonna drop the 25 on Ja too. If you got AE as a matchup, Ja's not doing nothing with that, and we're just gonna keep it real.
But that's a completely different position, though.
No, it's not.
AE does not play point guard.
But
so
he puts the ball down, though.
But what I'm saying is they're not going to put Ja on him.
But most of the time, they don't put their
I was about to say
guards on the defensive people anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say even if you put Memphis versus the Hawks right now, Ja's not guarding Trey whole game. Mm-hmm. Like they're going to keep that switched up because he's not going to be able to.
Because they have to score.
Hold on.
You're not going to put your most offensive player on the
I would agree with that if they kept Dylan Brooks. I would agree with that if they kept Dylan Brooks.
But that's what they got Marcus Smart.
They got Marcus Smart.
That is true. Oh, yeah, that is true. I forgot they got him.
Like, you don't – when you have these offensive – like, the same thing with Damian Lillard. Like, when you have these people that that give so much offensively, you're going to make sure you have other pieces around that can guard the perimeter, at least most of the time. That's not with everybody, but most of the time you're going to try to get those people. And Trey and Ja is never going to be in that conversation. I say Trey because of his size, but he can't do nothing about that.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's what God gave him.
I had Trey and Ja at 14 and 15 on mine.
Okay, cool. I'm glad
they're interchangeable.
Because I want to kind of speed it up a little bit.
That's fine.
Gary, you had him in the top 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don, where you had him at?
I mean, where we name guys, I mean,
that's why I was asking y'all to name everybody 11
we
to 20.
We named SG, we named SGA, we named AE, we named Donovan Mitchell, we named Jimmy. So naming those people, I'm probably gonna have Trey top 20.
Yeah, I would say I got him in 15 to 20 area. That's why I personally got him at.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's where I have him.
Oh, that's not bad. Anthony Davis too. So yeah, I got AD in my top 15. So he got to be like 15 to 20.
Yeah, but I mean that's phenomenal.
What about Damian Lillard? Where y'all got him at?
Top 10.
He got him top 10.
Top 10.
And I got him in top 10 too.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, we've been telling this man for the longest, and now he woke up. Now he doing this right here.
What happened?
Remember, he was sleeping on Dame talking about not top 10.
Bro,
where you guys put Kawhi?
Now he woke up. Now he Kawhi.
He's top 15. Damn. He's top 15 because of injury.
Because a lot of people put him at top 10, but I say no because he's been injured like ever since he came with the Clippers.
Right.
But hold on, at the same time, you can't put KD top 10 because of that.
No.
Fact too.
KD ain't been that hurt though. Not like Kawhi hurt.
Not like Kawhi. I mean, he's been hurt.
KD's been hurt 3 consecutive years.
Yeah, but he ain't
the same as
season. He ain't missing seasons like Kawhi and PG. Kawhi and PG are missing seasons.
Yeah, he's more reliable.
I mean, I would have
Kawhi right up under him though.
I mean, the last season that KD missed, was the Achilles injury really? Like fully missed was that season, I believe.
We're talking,
but I think that's the one.
If we're talking fully healthy, Kawhi Leonard's a top 10 basketball player. If we talking,
but he's never fully healthy, so that's why he's never in my top 10.
Yeah, that's like that's now he's just.
But he should be top 15 at least though.
He's top 20.
Yeah,
top 20. He dropped that
far. He's never fully healthy.
He dropped that far though.
He's 20. That's low,
healthy, bro.
For Kawhi, that's low.
That's low.
Bro, I understand,
that's hard.
But I understand the type of person he is. I mean, he has a chip. Finals MVP. I get all that. No one is questioning his resume. But y'all are especially you.
He only has one finals.
He's never available. I think. Well, he might have.
Oh yeah, they gave the other one to Tim.
No, he got two.
Right.
He got two.
I thought they gave that one to Tim.
Yeah, two.
He got two.
No, he had.
Then the last one
they gave it to
was
Kawhi.
Toronto.
They gave it to Kawhi.
No, I knew the Toronto one. I didn't know if he got one in the Spurs.
I mean, bro, he's never available. We can say this all day, but like, if he's not available, why would I have him top 10, top 15?
I mean, that's why it's interchangeable because you can make a case for everybody.
Yeah, bro. I personally can't do that. Y'all can plead the argument, but I can't have Kawhi top.
Where y'all got Paul George at then?
Top 25.
I was gonna say top 30-ish.
Bro, he's not any different. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not any different.
I love PG's pace. I think he's a great. He is.
I would have to write it down. I would have to write it down.
You just can't put a guy that high if
they're not that available.
Hardly there.
That's true.
They're not that available.
That's why I dropped them from top 15 to top 20.
That's why AD
but to say
never
top
been in my
30
top 10.
to top 30 though.
That's why
a lot of good NBA players. Like
it's
a lot of good players.
And it's a lot of young players too.
Name 20 of them that's better than Paul George.
I would have to legit write it down. Like I know we ain't got time. After we done with this, I'm gonna write it down because I know
we can talk about it. But I'm saying like that's why AD has never been in my top 10.
Hold on,
even that year he won a championship.
That's probably the last time. That was
okay. Okay.
Let's try to speed through this right quick. Yeah. I know we got the in-season tournament we talked about last time, but obviously we didn't have GB3 in the building to do it. How you feel about it?
Did you want to pull up some of the pictures, go through them real quick, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up. I just wanted to see why I'm pulling up, how he feel about it, and what's like. Does he like it? Do you really see the motive behind it? And is it a good move for the league?
I think it's good.
It's a great move for the league.
I mean, honestly, I'm still trying to learn the whole thing behind it as far as the rules and how it works. But I mean, anything to make guys more competitive, I mean, it's always a plus. And it doesn't really hurt anything. I think it's not like the play-in tournament. I should say maybe to a degree, because I liked it before where it was 1 through 8, but then you have other guys, I think, from 7th through 10th place to compete for the last 2 spots.
That's right.
But I mean, for the in-season tournament, I mean, I think it's good because I mean, not just because you win a trophy and then guys get however money, just depends on where they end up at. But I think it's more exciting, you know, with the city edition jerseys. I know, Terrence, you don't like them, but I mean, with the courts and everything, so I think it's good for the fans for sure. It gives them, you know, something else to be excited about. So I think it's pretty good overall. And again, anything that makes the league more competitive, I'm always down for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is you, Garrett. Do you really believe it'll make people like LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi and them more competitive, or is this really for like the young people?
I think it's really for the young guys because I mean the thing about it is that because these are still regular season games, so it's not where okay you got to win this game to do this and that. It's still going to count for a regular season game. So some guys may not take it as seriously because again, everybody's still focused on one thing, and that's winning a championship. So whether they make it to the season tournament or not, then it's whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's actually
I don't think guys like LeBron or Giannis, I don't think they're going to take it that seriously. I mean, I think they should because
I mean they won.
Like
already.
I said, you're still trying to win games. But
but you don't think that's going to be
it's for.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think it's for the younger guys, I should say, because they're still trying to get their names out there, make a name for themselves. So guys like Trey, Anthony Edwards, Zion, Victor Wembanyama, who just came into the league. So I think this would be better for them. But overall, you know, everybody's still trying to win. You know, the main thing is a chip. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I disagree with the Trey Young and Zion. I don't think they would really care about all of this because they really want.
They may not. Yeah, they may not. But,
I mean
these are still they're still the younger guys though. These aren't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying. You know, guys like LeBron and KD, you know, who or like Steph, I don't think they would care as much as younger guys like Trey or Zion. You know,
I mean, they've already won, so that's one thing, and this is like a downgrade version of that. Now, I'm gonna just make mine really quick. How I feel about it, I think this is all about ratings, and I'm not saying that it's not going to be any competitiveness at all, but this is going to boost these ratings up. And I'm
Hold
telling
on.
you, the tournament was the best thing for them to do to make guys continue to play their hearts out through the regular season. That's what this was about.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you one more question then. All this for all y'all. Well then, don't you think like with the rule change being that you can only rest so many people during a certain time, you don't think coaches gonna rest their stars during that play-in tournament or that
I don't know.
season?
It still counts, so you can't.
Yeah,
it's
still a regular season.
Yeah, these are still regular season
so.
games, and they get the.
I know, but that's still but it's still a little break that you can essentially use to test out your new, your rookies and stuff.
I wouldn't consider it a break because again, like Don said,
talking about load. You talking about load management?
Yeah, like you can like for the Lakers. If I was the coach during this in-season tournament, I might play LeBron and AD one game, and then the rest be everybody else.
You can't do that.
You can't.
I was about to say,
because the load management.
You can
only change.
You can only
play one star player.
And
so
it
you
can't
can
be
do
for an amount of time unless they're injured.
And then rest AD or vice versa. But
that's what I mean. You don't think coaches would like do this with their stars?
No, because I
don't think they would because it's still regular season games.
Yeah,
so
I was about to say
where
still count.
you're playing,
but
you're playing.
But ain't the in-season tournament before like the halfway point?
Yeah, the in-season tournament is now, but
a lot of those players don't get serious until the second half of the season.
I think you get confused to where you thinking it's going to affect like just a regular season, but this games matter. Like even if the in-season tournament wasn't here, these games still count. These are regular season games to count towards like I guess your regular season stats and regular record and all that.
Next year,
I get that.
Tournament comes, and next year when the in-season tournament comes around, they're taking their records off of.
I get
that.
Yeah,
I get that, but what I'm saying is, like a lot of players like LeBron and them don't really get serious until that second half of the season.
This is supposed to make
that's
people get more serious.
Though.
Yeah, this is supposed to make people get more serious.
Yeah, it's
not going to work.
Break, then that's when teams are going to get more serious. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be more serious because this is an in-season tournament. After the All-Star break, then that's when teams will get serious because you're trying to compete for a playoff spot.
Yeah, you know? I mean, it may not work all the way across the board for everybody, but it's supposed to make it more serious and supposed to make it more fun and competitive. But yeah, all right.
Hold on. Let's try to speed it. We can talk about this off the camera. Let's get through this video right quick so we can look at it. Quick little talk, and then I got one more segment that we got to just run through right quick.
That's fine.
So let's go ahead and look at this. Hopefully,
I think I've seen this though. We actually, you might. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I probably ain't seen it. What a volume at, man.
You are going to have different court. And look, the NBA, already got 5 courts. But every single time that you step on the court you're an NBA player, you are going to get the vibe. The fans are going to know. The teams are going to know. There is so much that the NBA is putting towards this in-season tournament. This is the new big thing. So I know you guys are wondering, okay, so that's cool.
Hey, jerseys ain't hard.
Courts. Every single team is going to have one of those courts. That to me is going to be the most exciting thing. Now look, Zach,
trash.
That's trash. This might be the worst one.
1,500 words in a story. I'm not. Well, that's long for me.
That's hard.
This morning about the court.
Their jerseys are nice.
How did these bold new NBA in-season tournament courts come to fruition?
That's hard.
Nah,
these courts are wild.
I like the logo. It's not really.
I like the logo too.
What
the
hell is that? Because teams are using them for 2 games. All that work for.
Oh, the Hawks were hard.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing I really like about these courts are the logos. Like I don't like that's supposed to be the in-season like chip.
Yeah. No, so if you look,
everybody has an in-season
already started. So now everybody has the court. All the courts are different now. If you go look at the game, all the courts are different now. Like we were just talking about the Pacers one, the court is different already.
The Pacers is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Pacers got the best one to me.
What happened was once it became clear they were going to get this tournament, they started thinking, as fans are flipping through the channels, how are they going to know this is not just a random regular season?
That's hard.
Okay, that's not how it looks.
That's not how it looks though. Yeah, that's not how it looks.
I just watched it on TV. It's not hard.
It still look good though. Yeah, but
it's a different blue on TV. It's not the same blue.
look, it's the
game. This is a group play game, and they said, "Well, how about we put little decals on the court, maybe of the trophy, maybe a decal that says Group A,
That's
Group
ugly.
B."
I'm sorry.
And the NBA's creative people took that to Adam Silver and the other big honchos in the league, and Adam Silver was the loudest voice saying,
They no. Hey, you know what they should have did with the Heat?
Boulder,
They should have went with the white hot.
How about we paint the whole freaking court? And that's what they did for all 30 teams. So look, for better or worse, some of these courts
that's hard. That's
hard.
You
might think
I like the green. I like the green off with the brown. That's just the basic one they got.
I think the jerseys are a lot better.
Ain't that their regular court anyway?
Jerseys are a lot better.
You like these new courts?
It is.
Oh, that's hard.
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Hey, that's
the best
one.
one.
Hard court. That's hard court.
Y'all got the best logo in the middle. It's not the hardest. Y'all got the best logo.
The only thing I don't like about this court, the gray, it throws me back to the miserable days when we had Alfred Payton and those nasty ass Adidas jerseys that had the sleeves on it. It was so bad.
Bro,
it was so bad.
Bro, who came up with them ideas?
I like.
They did terrible this year.
The only sleeve jerseys that were cool were Cleveland's.
That's because Cleveland was always winning, so they just naturally was there. It was still trash.
I like sleeve jerseys. I just think that they needed them to be designed better.
Oh, let's
like
sleeve jerseys.
Tell me, as a player, you see this, you understand the moment, and I'm just gonna go on a limb here and say there might be new jerseys coming out. So there's probably jerseys and courts that all coincide.
Well, I love it. I love the idea because although you may see a lot of older people that's fans of the NBA saying, nah, pass.
That's the court now.
The children, the fan base of the younger generation is like, I'm with that. They love colors. They love attention. And like Zach said, anything to bring awareness that this game actually means something when you're flipping through your TV and got the remote control in your hand. I'm all in for it. Everybody went in for the play-in tournament. They had the haters. They had everybody criticizing. Not everybody loved it.
All right, cool. So let's try to speed through this right quick. Which one y'all like the best? Let's just quick fall through right quick.
Indy. I think they have the best one. I think Suns have a good one really too. I think the Magic have a good one. I think off the top, I think that's top 3 right now. I would have to look again, but I think it's Indiana Pacers, Suns, and then y'all. Not in order, just the top 3. Not in order.
Indy or the Magic?
Bro, the Magic
no,
good. The
Magic
Indy has the best one.
Yeah,
no, I like the Suns better.
I don't like the Suns one. I just don't care for the Suns one. Maybe it's the purple throwing me off a little bit, but it's not bad. I don't know.
I mean,
the Lakers
definitely went harder.
The Lakers got the
y'all
same
sleeping on the Pelicans.
The Pelicans ones was worse. Somebody just threw stuff on there.
Don't it got like highlight green?
That line,
like in the middle. It's like a strip.
That's wicked.
Yeah, they need to take that shit out.
That lime read is wicked.
Yeah,
all right,
so Orlando, obviously Magic fan, obviously. Best jerseys every year, by the way. Just had to let
I do not like that King. I
disagree.
I like the throwback King logo, but I do not like this court at all.
Okay, last question for Garrett, because we already answered this. We already made our decision on the previous 2 videos. Who you got in the NBA championship, and who you think you win it?
Right now. It's only one right answer.
I think
it's 2.
As far as who's going to win, I can't count Denver out. To be honest with you, I think they're going to come out of the West. Out of the East, I think it's going to be Boston. I did say
Milwaukee. This boy knows basketball.
I was going to say Milwaukee at first, but I think they're going to win a championship, at least one, but it may not be this year. So I think overall, I think Denver is going to win it again. So I think I do have Boston come out.
Hey, this man right here, y'all need to go check him out. He knows basketball.
So we like to thank the great GB3 for joining the podcast. We got to cut it off a little short here. Appreciate you everything y'all do for us.
Thank you.
Don't follow his podcast. Wait, matter of fact, go ahead and shout yourself out one more time.
Yes, sir. So follow the GB3 show on IG and Twitter. And if you are on social media, you can follow the A-Town Hoops podcast with me and Rodney Knight on the PSF app. Just download that and just click the Hawks fans channel. Then you can tune with us every Hawks game. So, yeah, tune in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
And also for us, obviously, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most definitely important, subscribe. Follow all of us on IG. Once again, they're all sitting right here. All will be in the link in the description below for everything we do. Also, don't forget we make clips now. So those just drop randomly. We don't really have a specific day for those. So whenever you guys get a chance to watch those, we ever dropped our first one last Sunday, I believe. So it's almost been a week old. But Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow us on TikTok now. We finally have a TikTok, Instagram, and all those good things. And we'll see y'all in episode 13. Appreciate y'all for watching.